Oh, we live? We back live? Okay, cool. We're back on. Okay, I don't know how I did that. I mostly just restarted my Wi-Fi. Basically, that was all that's up. Apparently, it disconnected somehow. I think this is a separate video on its own. I don't know. I'm trying to get to the behind the scenes, but it's not letting me. Hmm. Oh, there was a comment. No, I'm not able to talk with you. You figure. Elitist Otaku says, well, not able to talk with y'all anymore, but chatting in the stream was an absolute blast. Hope you figure out the live stream stuff a bit better. I'll reply to that. Oh, hey, you're back. I was just about to reply back, like, about, like, something like, thank you for joining, and, like, I hope I figure this all stuff out, too, myself. Okay, cool. So how do I get back to the behind the scenes? Where's my... Unless, did I accidentally make another live video? No, I'm still going on. I said, hey, what's going on? Take it up back. Oh, here we are. Can't find singing on top of my lungs. What's going on? I say, hey, Maria Mount. Doesn't seem like it's registering. I'm looking at it on my phone, trying to get onto it with my phone. There we go. Apparently made 2 other live streams while trying to get back on here. At least according to my phone, I don't know. I mean, I could probably delete those later. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, the elitist otaku. I'll be here, writing and answering. I guess I should title this, apparently have a stream part 2. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta delete these later. Oh my goodness, I scheduled 2 more for, like, 3 more for, like, later today. I gotta delete, I'm gonna delete those right now. Let me see how, this is another one I gotta figure out. How do I delete these? I'm gonna have to answer your question later, Skunzy. Oh, bye-bye, Miss Clicker01. Excuse me. I hope you enjoyed the stream and everything. You guys have a good night or a good day. I don't know where you are in the world, but that's fine. Yes, you have a good sleep too. Sleep is good. Sleep is important. Oh, I can't find this. Oh, it must be in my background stuff. Oh, where can I find where do I schedule streams? Yeah, I guess I could look for that later. Just continue with the whole questioning. I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad you had fun, Miss Clicker01. I hope you're all having fun. I'm gonna answer that later because like there's a lot. Tails Clock says, "Oh, you can't. Can you hear Ranier? Can you hear now, or is it still an issue?" Ra 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 Noir. I don't know why I had trouble hearing that. Can y'all hear me? Just let me know if you can hear me right now. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but we'll someday meet again. Alright, cool. I got your messages. Whoa, I bumped my mic. Ronor, I don't know what's up. Maybe it's your Wi-Fi. Maybe it's your speakers. I don't know. Maybe it's not on loud enough. I don't know. I could try talking louder. Will that help? It could be my end. I don't know. I'm new to this live stream thing. In the meantime, Tails Clock said, "I made a quiz like this for myself. I see several of the same questions I had and makes me realize I really should upload it somewhere. It was made with My Little Pony characters in mind, but I think only one question actually is specific to that. Getting a good quiz for this is pretty important, especially if it can differentiate between the types of Mary Sue, from edgelords to gods to snowflakes. Sad to see the one of ones you used to tell you what areas it thought were Suez. From how you answered, I can tell you'd scored decently on my test too. That's neat. I would like to get a link to that. Okay. Favorite constellation? Oh, like the stars. The elitist. Oh, oh, good. That's good that my speakers are nice now. The audio is getting through nice. Okay, so Elitist Otaku said my favorite constellation. My favorite star constellation. That's fun. I like their stories. I like how the Ursa Major and Minor are basically the go-tos for finding directions. But there's this one constellation story that I like. I forgot which one it is, but it's about this boy and his several brothers, about how he was so eager to be a part of the stars with them, only to realize that he would be leaving his home and family behind. And since he was the youngest, he wasn't exactly ready for that yet. And so, like, I think he ends up being the furthest point in the star, occasionally coming and going in the sky and they say it's a description of how, like, or not description, and the reason for it disappearing is that he goes and search for his home every once in a while. And I like that story. It's a nice story. I'm just answering another question. Oh no, I misspelled all. You guys are gonna see that. Oh well, I'll have to edit it later. Yeah, I don't know what constellation it is. I learned it a long time ago in grammar school. If I remember it, I'll probably somehow bring it up. Ah, here it is. Now, how do I edit it from here? Get it. Cool. I learned something new. Simple reviews. Yes, and also what's a Mary Sue? Oh, there's a lot of people who don't know what a Mary Sue is. What are you using for starting the live stream? I am using for starters, you can't just up and start a live stream on YouTube, surprisingly. You have to download these things called let me get it. Where is it? Where is that information? Where's that information? You have to, here it is. So you can't just up and start, you can't just up and start a live stream. You have to get this thing called a encoding system, an encoder. And what I got that's working for me right now is called Streamables OBS. You're able to find them on YouTube Help, and you're able to download them. This one was free. I also downloaded, the first thing I downloaded was Air Server. I do not know how to deal with that. I tried for the first 15 minutes of the stream, and it was horrible. It was dead air for a good 15 minutes. I didn't know where to go. All it said was like, you gotta put the information in the what's it called? You gotta share your screen broadcasting. You gotta put it in this thing in the controller. And I'm like, what is that? What is an encoder? What do you mean by broadcasting? And so yeah, you've gotta get that. And like so far, Streamables is working well for me. And then you have to start your live stream. You could like connect it to YouTube, which is pretty good. And it seems to be working well too. So far, it only crashed once. I don't know why. I can only imagine it was the connection. I don't know. It stormed earlier, so I think it's not hard to believe that some wires went off and stuff like that. So, the elitist otaku asked, "What's your favorite drink?" Or I think, yeah, name is my favorite drink. Besides water, we all gotta have that water. Besides water, I think my favorite drink would be ginger ale. I think I'd like ginger ale. I like how it's technically good for you, but still carbohydrates. It goes good with the stomach. It tastes good. It goes well. Who knew carbohydrates would go well with bitter ginger? Also like some tea. I'm a tea person myself. The teas. My favorite of the teas. I don't know. I think chamomile teas. I like that. Chamomile teas. Or is it Camille? I get them confused sometimes. It's the flower one. Oh, another question. Whoa. I also like green tea. Green tea is good. Elitist Otaku says, the final questions. Do you ever eat sand? And favorite game? No, I haven't deliberately eaten sand, but I have gotten it stuck in my mouth at the beach. You know how that's like. It's annoying. You want to spit it out, but you can't because it somehow stays stuck in your mouth. And it's a vicious cycle of spitting and inhaling. And my favorite game. My favorite game. I haven't really played too many games, as I've mentioned earlier, with my limited amount of consoles. But even out of the gameplays I've watched, the first thing that comes to mind is the Professor Layton games. I haven't played those yet. I am able to play those. I have a DS. I just haven't bought them yet. I have the Professor Lady Layton's his daughter's game, and I've recently played the free domain Layton Brothers Mystery Room. That was good. That was a fun game. It's a fun murder mystery puzzle game. Not exactly a puzzle. It's just a murder mystery straight up, and you can download it on your phone and like it and stuff. But you just have to buy the rest of the game, not the. What a heartfelt goodbye. Anyways, you just have to. I'm reading the comments. Anyways, so yeah. I guess the Layton saga is good too. I also heard they got an anime, and I saw some clips, and I want to watch it because apparently the professor is missing. Ooh, it's a mystery about a mystery within a mystery. Yeah, see you later, space cowboy. Bang. Yarnball said, when it's said on the first appearance of your character, are they noticed by everyone? Although, wait, everyone all. I thought two was mine starting a motorbike accidentally at 5 a.m. Pretty sure everyone noticed her then. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they noticed a motorcycle crashing too. I remember once a motorcycle crashed in front of my house. It was interesting. Silvery Blue asks, why purple eyes have something to do with being Mary or Gary? I don't know. I don't know. I think they were focusing on a certain thinking on a certain character. Protected by the no bully bugs. That's a cute term. That's a cute term. That should be a term in schools. H. Bergeron says, does your character ever die while saving another character, but is restored to life? Sweat nervously. You don't have to sweat nervously. DBZ does that almost all the time. Grapeeve says, I remember go-to quiz. There's an old comment from me when I was 10 there, and I'm 18 now. Wow. That's amazing. See a next lake body of water related to streams. Solo Dust says, oh no, in relations to my basic 2020 intro. I'm guessing because of how everything is now. In that basic 20 video, K-Den says, comments 4 months later, because like in January I was so excited and pumped about the whole thing, and then this is all happening. It's interesting. Pretty interesting. I don't think many films thought this, many films, books, or whatever thought this would happen immediately, almost in the span of not even half a year. Gabby M says they only got 25 on the last test of two of my characters better than hers. Oh, she's saying her character is less Mary Sue than mine. Good for you. Devilish Chester says at 6:36. Okay, green is not a creative color. Oh, they made a "Don't hug me, I'm scared" reference. Art stuff. Who hates when you are innocently role-playing with someone with your character and they are trying to talk to you at the same time? I can imagine how that can get annoying. Alright. You know what? Since this stream cut off unexpectedly at the almost the 20 minutes after mark, or the 20 minutes before mark, I'm just gonna stay up on here for like a little bit longer, just reading these comments while we're at it, and then like make my video later, and then we'll call it a night at like I guess 20 no I guess like yeah 20 minutes from now. We'll see when I start getting tired. Okay, Fallen Raven LPS says, okay, I did this quiz, the second one, and my character is pretty basic. The only thing really different from my other characters, anyways, is that she's overweight but still fit, aka has a lot of muscle. Oh wow, they wrote a lot. She's an anthropomorphic cow who's a baker, so making skinny didn't feel appealing to me at all. Also, wouldn't make too much sense. And just making her thick wasn't an option for me because she would have ended up looking like an off-brand character, if you know what I mean. I do. The butter and milk commercial cows. And here's the answer I got for her. 14. 14% Amerisu. A character at this level could probably use some spicing up without any damage. Go ahead and make them a little preppier. Please remember that the traits listed in this test are not themselves bad, but can be bad when added up. I'm not trying to bash your character. Cactus. No, Bolo Cats. Here's what we're doing. I'm mostly just reading comments while doing this live stream. If you have any questions, you can like ask away on the YouTube's chat and I will answer them. Won't be around for too long now, about 15 to 20 more minutes, so welcome. I just sit here. Hello, I just sit here. Good. Wait, is the audio not working again? Okay, good, it's still going. That happened earlier when it, like, all of a sudden, without me knowing, it just crashed on us. And I had to restart it again, hence why we're still going for, like, a good 15 to 20 minutes, because, like, it was originally going to be just for 2 hours, but just as the 2 hour approach was coming, it just, like, went dead on us. So I had to, like, restart the Wi-Fi, and that did the trick. Alright, so continuing what Fallen Raven LPS says, they said, I don't know why, but this feels wrong on so many levels. Like, I'm underweight and feel attacked, and I feel like this quiz is saying that people who are overweight are ugly. Like, what the actual fluff is this? I'm probably making assumptions here, but still, the go ahead and make her a little prettier makes me sick, especially because she's one of my favorite OCs and one of the prettiest in my opinion. So yeah, tell me your opinion on it because maybe I'm just imagining things here. I think I'll answer this now. Well, I do not entirely. Yeah, poop cord. That's funny. No, put here. Don't. No. I don't exactly know how to answer this question. I don't know. If you feel that your actors Physique. How do you make a good villain? I want to make a villain that is good challenge but isn't all powerful. Interesting. Alright, I'll answer that shortly after because this is actually relatively Okay, feel that your character's physique is suitable for the design. Hello, ZZ Singh. We are doing a live stream where I read and reply to comments, and basically, if you have like little questions or stuff, I can answer them here. A lot of my questions and comments are actually from that very video, Mr. Bolo Cats. What did I say? Stick with your instinct. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were a girl, Bolo Cats. That's my bad. Does make sense. To her name were the characters size makes sense. That's true. The icons are shrunken down by 1,000,000. Alright, so to answer your question, how to make a good villain. I want to make a villain that is a good challenge but isn't all powerful. That is a good question. You don't want to make them too powerful. A good way would be to somehow make them like a foil to the main characters, like somehow make them have like a relatable goal, or but like in a twisted manner for one thing, or like they could have like similar training or experience, but they're just more expert. They're just more savvy in the field, so they're more um, knowledgeable on tactics and strategy and such. They could have something that's like unique to them, like um, uh, they could also they could be skillful in like brain power and wit, or they know how to strategize or manipulate the playing field, as it were. Because I guess you could think of it like this way. You can kind of like how you practice, I guess. Like you can know how to like play the instrument, how to play music on the cello or the piano or whatever, know how to play the notes, but how you play the melody and how you implement the notes to make it, manipulate the notes to make a new song altogether is the interesting part of learning music. So like maybe make the character a more advanced, maybe make the villain a more advanced in their skill and their knowledge on the certain thing. Whoa, it's midnight. Is it Franticville? I suppose it is. Where is it midnight? Let's see. Ah, in Los Angeles. Interesting. Well, that gives away that I'm not in Los Angeles. I'm gonna make sure I'm doing good. Alright, cool. I'm still good. I'm still live. Alright, cool. So, Cinnamon Roll said, took the last quiz and it said purdy her up a little. Oh, no, she's already purdied and all her scars play into her character. Yes, that's right. Oh, you're welcome for answering your question, Bolo Cats. I hope it helps. It's basically all down to brainstorming. I'm just answering a comment here. Cinnamon Ball's comment. Answering with the heck yeah. Heck yeah, battle scars. I kind of get why they don't animate Goku or Vegeta or characters who fight a lot with battle scars because they'd be a pain to animate. But like, it'd be nice if they implement them more, you know? But again, animate. Maybe if they got a close up on them once in a while, that'd be neat. Mochi Tiara says, I got 23%, but I was sweating because my OC is an idol girl who worked hard. So about like, does everybody wants to be friends with her question, or do people love her question? I came dead silent because imagine being an idol. It would go without saying that she is idolized. Without saying that she and Marzus says, my characters got 1%. Wow, how did they get 1% on those quizzes? I swear, I think every question seemed like it was like trying to tailor you to be like at least 25%. That's amazing. Lateran Abbott says, do they have an uncurable disease? Says the question. Well, no. It is the disease. What? And Hamilshaw, I think, Hamilshaw said, the Hoga says, Kola Dago, yeehaw, yeehaw to you too. Thank you for that comment, Frantic Civil, Frantic Civil, Frantic Civil. Thank you for that comment, Frantic Civil. Thank you. Years worth of effort. My first compliment. No, I'm kidding. I got some compliments like that a lot, but I like it. Thank you. Yeehaw and Merry Christmas. Okay, so back to the comment. It says, the first link didn't work. I don't know why. I don't know why that link's not working anymore. It basically took me to the main section of the website. Oh, he was talking to me, Bolo Cats. The second one surprisingly worked, but it felt like it was written by a 10-year-old girl. Oh, I think I know which one they're talking about. A lot of spelling mistakes and putting all that intention only at the answers that will take you to the result of being a Mary Sue. The third one just straight up gave me the result as soon as I went there. Yes, yes, they were fun quizzes, but they were cool, interesting. They were fun quizzes though. Edna Mode, and it even has a picture with Edna Mode on there. It says, "Is your character witty? No, but oh, it's quoting them. She's quoting me. It's like, is your character witty? No, but it doesn't stop them from trying." Oh no, she's not quoting me. That's what she's saying. Hello, Devon. Sorry for stealing your question, Edna Mode. Do not come after me. Bag doggy treats said nice. Oh, that was in response to my in progress in chapter 2. I shall reply to that. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Bolo Cats. Thank you. I'm glad it's appealing to your eyeballs, all your eyeballs. Okay, so Choco Cookie says me, in regards to my OC's a Mary Sue, laughs in basic human of who has absolutely no outstanding qualities and a completely normal and stable home life type OC who is also kind of dumb. Yeah, those characters can be fun. Like the wholesome, dim-witted kind of characters. Those are cute. Those can be fun to like play around with or to watch. Okay. Okay. Starry Night 22 says also gave me a compliment in my scary stories during a storm video, saying your video should have way more likes than it does right now. And thank you. Thinker says, back to the Mary Sue quiz, says Mason's reaction at 4:30 timeline, and just puts in a with the 923 wait 9238. I think she's just implying that she's great. Said she's laughing. Okay. Frantic Civil says, how's 2020 I don't know why I had a lisp there. How's 2020 treating you, Miss C. Benevie? Because it's a big yikes for everyone at the moment. Yeah, it is a big yikes for everyone. I'll tell you what, it's been good actually, relatively good. I had just a few stomach aches earlier in the year, but that passed. It was nothing big. It's just bad eating habits and overeating is all. Um, Overeating from the holidays, you know. And then like, yeah, that's it. I did get sick when this whole epidemic, just when the threshold of epidemic becoming pandemic happened. So like, um, but so like I didn't panic. I just treated it as advised. I just like stayed at home and made sure to isolate myself from anyone I live with. And I even like took a select place and a dish soap and washed it upstairs in my room. I have a bathroom up here. So it was relatively easy, but I was able to handle it pretty calm and collectively myself. I don't know if I had coronavirus or not, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, you know? Other than that, like, it's been relatively good. I'm used to, like, being in home all the time, like most artists and YouTubers. um, Follow Cats. I've been a fan of your stuff since 2017. I'm so excited to be named. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're having fun. I've been drawing my whole life, but I was inspired to start posting my YouTube channel. Oh, bang. Oh. Yeah, you should if you want to. I'm sure you'll have good content. It's interesting. You don't one thing for sure I advise is that to not start with a schedule. Just go with however you want to. Uh, Post on your regular pace and stuff, so that just don't. So that way you don't have to feel obligated to make something, because that's how I approached YouTube. At first, it was just something I went on to help record for my comic series, and then eventually I thought like, oh, maybe I should post most stuff on here to gain traction. And so that's what happened. I just started posting things on the fly whenever I wanted. And now, like in the week of isolation, I got the 2,000 subscribers. I went to telling, and I don't know why. And now I'm in the middle of making two videos, a coffee info commercial and a subscriber count video. One that was worth 1,000 subscribers, but now it's 2 million, so it's now 2 million. But it still have the one, cause my MacBook cannot handle the process of making the collage I was planning to make. The beautiful collage. So I think I'll just read a majority of Mary Sue quizzes here, and then the rest will be the other videos. Hello, light dreams. Mamma mia, spaghetti and waha. The mamma mia. Alright. Endweb says, YouTube, you have a new subscriber called Nweb. Yes, I did, and I saw you. And I saw you, I got your notification, I was like, yay. And Pantsless Queen, ooh, says, my friend called my Mary Sue, I think they meant OC, but all I told her is that my character is a demon shapeshifter. That's just the name of the species, and she has two abilities. One's to shapeshift, and the other is to manipulate electricity. That's cool. I didn't get the chance to explain. She just keeps saying it. I'm sure she's just having fun, but that can get annoying. That sounds like fun. And if there should be a comma between fun and and. Typing noise intensifies. I guess I should have suspect that you guys can hear that. It's good that you can hear that though, because like now you know I'm not just gone or this thing didn't crash or whatever. You can hear me type away. I'm just replying to a comment, and if they're just no. Yeah, we'll just leave it at they're just having fun. Yeah. Okay. I do plan to do some more live streams this upcoming year. I just need to know how to do it. I don't know. Maybe I could do it just like this audio and whatever. It'd be nice to do like, because originally I planned to do this where like I had the comments on the screen, but I don't know how to do that. So maybe like next time, I could figure out how to do this and what's going on. But yeah, I do plan to like do this sometime later. I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know when, but eventually. And you're sure to get a better notification than a last minute, what is this kind of update. Oh, Bubble Tea Gotcha says they have a Kyoto TV account. And, excuse me. And Nyla Kura says this made me do multiple, and they all agree that he's at least a decent character. Also, there were so many questions about the hair questions, and he doesn't have any hair. There were a lot of questions about hair in that series of quizzes. Maybe I could do a drawing stream. That's a good idea. Yeah, I could do that once I figure out how to handle this. Maybe next time. Maybe that could be the next milestone. The what's after thousands, millions? Yeah, maybe at the million stream, or maybe whenever I won. It doesn't have to be on a milestone. Maybe at the next worldwide charity live stream of YouTube, because oh my gosh, that was a phenomena. That was like, I feel like that'll go down in history as like the second wave, like kind of like with the band's concert, and the awareness of AIDS back in the what was it, the 90s, the 70s? No, not 90s, 80s. I think it was 80s. No, that's too soon. Maybe I don't know. That live concert. I feel like I feel like this was like that. Hang on. Live awareness concert. It's Freddie Mercury tribute concert. No, not that. The one that happened in the past. I'm trying to look it up, but I can't find it. Farm Aid? No. I have no idea what those terminologies are, but I'm sure I will once I do this more often. Untrustable Potato says, I can barely hear anything at all because I'm on call at the same time. Oh no. Can they hear me? Tell them I said hi. The concert was called a Live Aid. I feel like it was really similar to that. This whole charity YouTube live stream all over. Very similar. I'm surprised YouTube didn't crash, in all honesty. Lulu Draws asks, who is a Mary Sue? Everyone. Everyone's a Mary Sue. The Gamer Kid says, I haven't played Clutive. I still don't know how to pronounce that website's name. Anyways, I haven't played Q-Tips for so long. Huh. I'm glad it brought back memories. Gary underscore Sky says, look at that. I got 13%. Whoop. Yes, it's a whoop. You don't have to, but that's nice. Thank you. I could honestly probably look up how to do live streams, in all honesty. But thank you for the offer, Frantic Civil. It was nice. Satanosaurus says, wow. Wow, you put a ton of effort in this. I can't believe this doesn't have more views. Oh, in regards to my scary stories during a storm video. Oh, thank you. Mark's Galactic Ambition says, in regards to the Mary Sue quiz, and people replied to them, they said Mary Sue role players dodge, 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 kills in one hit. Super Galactic Kitty replied, Frisk nervous sweating. Jude Brody said, Golden Wind and Megalodovia intensifies. Fatima Al Zajali says, Pokemon nervous dodging. 8-year cereals says LMFAO. And X Booty Fluffs X says, I remember when that was how I roleplayed. Either that or I avoided the attacker. Or I avoided the attacker. That was fun. That was a fun stream of comments. Whiskins says, I don't know what a Mary Sue is. Oh, I gotta do a whole video on how a Mary Sue is in my time, apparently. In my definition, at least. Maybe I will. I don't know. Or I'll just reply to these comments individually. Or maybe I'll talk about it in my sub count video. Omar Khalid. I think that's Khalid. Yeah. Omar Khalid says, oh hey, I have an OC in a story I'm writing. His name is Tuni. I think I said that right. I'm not too sure. Tuni is Cuine. He's a male 15-year-old human who possesses electricity and often competes with his friend Cheryl, who has acidic powers. I gave everyone one power because why not? That is cool. That is cool to have acidic powers. We all have acidic powers technically in our stomach and our digestive system. But that's cool. Read. No, we all have Mary Sue OCs at some point or another. We all have Sonic's OCs one point or another. It is inevitable. Because we don't know how to make characters back then. Can your character bewitch or charm people without their singing? Says Celestia MP. I guess bard characters are Mary Sue's now. Yes, they are. And that's why they're amazing. Especially with the spell charm person. Hang on. Especially with the spell charm person. There we go. The 917th llama. I keep getting a terrible score because of her backstory. In my backstory, there is this town. No, in my story, there is this torn down building that humans have been tested crazy things on. The failed experiments go in a strange asylum-like place. She was a failed experiment, so it's gone poorly. That sounds cool. That sounds like a MK Ultra kind of story. I'm not thinking that when I named it. Buzzy B. Gotcha says, at 120 in the Vines Everywhere video with the gunshots. Vine says, yeah, living in a pretty ghetto neighborhood myself, I have mistaken gunshots for fireworks. Do you watch anime? Asked Olivia Darling. Yes, I do. I do watch the animes. Not recently, surprisingly enough, but yes, I do. I've been like busy trying to make the finish up the videos and do a lot of personal projects that I've been having on the back burner of things. So yeah. Yeah, I haven't really caught up to much of any animes as of lately. Although I should, I should take the time to do it. I know I want to catch up with My Hero Academia, and I want to watch the Layton Mystery anime. The Professor Layton Mystery anime with us starring his daughter. That looked like it got intense really quick. Okay. One day soon. Oh, I gotta finish also the Sam and Max playthrough. Okay. Yeah, I have a lot on my to watch list. Mayumi Saikawa. Yeah, that's right. Mayumi Saikawa says, personally, I think tragedy is fine as long as it actually plays a good role in the story and actually deals with something called character development. What some people I think don't realize is the tropes are fine to use if you use them well. I agree. And tropes are a tool, not a guideline. Yeah, a lot of good animes came out this year. This past year or two, I think. Yeah, I misspelled tropes. No, I misspelled tropes again with a 0 instead of an O. Why is the 0 so close to the O? That's what I wonder about the keyboards. Squiggle smiley face says, I took the test. My character is only 15% Mary Sue. Yes, I did make her well-rounded. Good for you. Magic fifth. Magic. I'm going to save that for the video. I'm going to save that comment for the video. Oh, the same person, Mayumi Saikawa says, she said the same thing. She just posted it twice. Hello, Sugar Rush. None of your business said. So I searched for a separate quiz because the first one didn't work. I don't know why that link's not working. I took the other two and found out that my character is bad, not because he's a Mary Sue, but because he's very unlikable. Well, if you made him unlikable, then that's a good job. That's a job well done. Oh my goodness, it's almost an hour in. Okay, I guess we might as well do the whole hour and then call it a night then. Right then and there, in the next 20 minutes. Hopefully this thing won't crash like last time. Okay, so Mario Nazi says, is your character intelligent? Yes, he is average intelligence. No, not really. Shiny Mimi Q says, I forgot what a Mary Sue was. Can someone tell me? That girl named Kat replied, basically an OC, original character, that has no imperfections. PX and a Knight says, a perfect OC. Imperfect is in quotes, as in not really perfect, but, perfect. That's a summary of it. I think I have to do a video or something explaining Mary Sue's. We've been dealing with so much good content lately, we forgot what bad content is. Ariel Dix says, I did the last test and got a 24, but none told me if depression counts as a mental problem for an OC. I think it does. I'd say it does. It's a verified it's a verified, what's it called? Mental disorder, so I think it does. Strange Gravity Universe says, what is a Mary Sue? Or who? Oh, that's a good point, Olivia, darling. Too much flaws can also, rattle up a character pretty good. It's a game of balance making characters. If you're gonna give them any fears, make sure to utilize them in the series and whatnot. Alright, Wario Kitty Animates says, oops, on the last one I got a 22 because I actually tried. Although it might have been more or less, as my character isn't a human and is in fact a warrior cat, so I'm not sure if it counts as a fan character. Although I'm pretty sure though. I used my own OCs and such with the warrior cat's fan fiction, so in the same world, just a long time later, in the setting assuming everything on Earth is the same as it was. And technically all of them are very, 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 very distant relatives to canon characters, but so far apart, if they were in the same clan and the same age but the same relations to each other, it wouldn't be considered bad to be each other's mates unless they are direct great times a few double-digit numbers, grandparent, uncle, or aunt. No, yeah, future timeline generations are fun. Are fun to play with and have fun, and to see what's a what and what now, and how they relate to how they find out what character was related to them, and the Navy Blue 25 says, the last quiz seemed like it'd be more accurate, but I tested my main character and has a heck of bad past and mental issues, but is overweight. My self-insert that's just kind of there and doesn't have a life whatsoever, and my character that's a literal god of space and leads a group of 100 plus characters that protects and creates the universe. Every single one of them got a 27%. Oh wow, that's interesting. I wonder how that happened. Hey, Blue Watermelon's back, everybody. Everybody meet Blue Watermelon. She was in the live stream before everything went to cut off and everything. Oh. I have 3 comics I'm writing, drawing, and one of them is a collaboration with the characters and writing between a friend and I. But my friend is constantly going MIA when I need him. Oh no! Frantic Zibble, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Blue Watermelon. I'm sorry for the misgendering. I keep doing that, but at the same time, this is the internet. You guys aren't exactly in front of my face. But I still gotta apologize because, like, it's still my mistake. I have 3 comments I'm writing, drawing. One of them, back to your question, frantic Sybil. And written between. Uh, no, you're not exactly late, Anna Wu. It's just like, I mean, like, yeah, it's pretty late, but you have like a good less than 20 minutes left. Yo, soup boy. Anyways, back to Frantic Silver's question. That's tough. What's their role in the writing? Cause like, if anything, we have a lot of technology now, so you could probably share a. You have to publish it because it's for. Oh no, it's for. Oh no, it's for a contest that you signed up for. That's even worse. It, well, with technology, you can help like with the Google Docs or the Outlook sharing system with the sharing streams, and if you have their number, you can harp on them until they get on it, and help you schedule a what's it call it a screen a Skype or a Line or a Google meeting, whatever you use, because we have to stay inside. But yeah, there are lots of ways that you could communicate, and technically, they shouldn't be too busy unless they have work in the food and service industry. But even then, you could still work pretty around that. So, like, I don't know if they're credited in the work. You could probably contact them if it's becoming too much of a hassle. You can probably contact the guys and the contest people and tell them, hey, my person isn't really communicating with me. Is it okay if I could just submit my own story or whatever? But I'm the only one writing and drawing anything, which is weird because he's not usually a flake. If he's not usually a flake, then something might be up. They might be, no, he's then there might be something up. I don't know. Maybe they're sick or something. I don't know. Maybe something, because like a lot of things can be happening while this is all going on. The bank account freezing. Families going traveling for some reason. Uh, Internet's flaunty. Internet's freaking out because everyone's using the internet, and Bill Gates is probably having a slew of of basically has a Scrooge McDuck vault right now. But I would suggest contacting them by phone and ask him personally, like, are you able to like keep up with this? If not, you should let me know so that way I can contact the people and tell them what's up and submit like my own story and stuff, or I should submit this as on my own. Because like um, if they're not unable to communicate with you or help you out with this project and you really want to enter this contest, then I suggest you have to get a straight up answer from them first before making any brash decisions. So, yeah, but you do have a means of communicating and like helping each other out, so that's good. I hope it works out for you, man. My goodness, that's a conundrum to be in. And like one of the main things people are always fear when like collaborating with other people is that something happens and they can't join or what, or if they just like go AWOL on you or something. You don't know. It happens every once in a while, but the main thing is that you have to get a straight up answer from them first. Or not first, but for sure you have to make sure that they're on board with this or not. Whether motivationally or if they're able to at all. I would call him and take his toes. Drag them by the feet if you have to. Drag, but virtually. Virtually. Because we can't touch each other. You can touch his pants or his clothes. They're not his skin. Yeah, sure, if you can. Well, actually, Subway don't. I mean, like, maybe you can. I don't know because, like, I'm gonna call off in like 10 minutes. In about 10 minutes or so. Sorry. Thank you for the compliment on the good channel. I try. You know, I might like post my content randomly, but I try. I mean, if they could come right now, they can. They just have like a little less than 10 minutes of content left. Or they can rewind it and watch everything else from the beginning if they want. Ordering an airstrike of his coordinates. Stalk the man if you have to. Okay. So. Skadoosh. Axolotl? Axolotl. Oh, axolotl. Yeah. Yes, axolotl. Axolotl said, took 8 of these quizzes. All said my OCs was the opposite of an OC. What? Doing the Lord's work of spreading entertainment to all the boys and girls. You gotta get us occupied to distract us from the cabin fever. Good on you, soup boy. Cabin fever lurks in every corner of every house, of every situation. So, Barry O'Jen says, how is the short film? Oh, this is in reply. I'll save that for later. I'll save that for the sub count video I'm making. Yes, he is. Timothy Ashter says, yay, I love these tests. They're so stupid. They're fun. They're fun, ridiculous. Especially like you can tell like what they're if you can tell what they're thinking. They're fun. Okay. Oh. Have any of you all ever eaten a pancake with choco chips? Yes, I have. It's good. They're good stuff. But mostly at restaurants. I haven't made them in real life. I want to. It's actually good. And it's actually a good idea. Oh no. Olivia, darling, you got 25%. That is good. And Nana Woo W, you did as well. And you got a 32. Oh, that's interesting. 25 seems to be the average amount, doesn't it? 25, like, it's like the setup. It's like the default, I think, at this point. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how those quizzes are graded. The Yeet Man says, who are you? Why are you on my recommendations? Why is my curiosity piqued? And then continued. By the way, my OC Ian Antonov, I think that's how you pronounce it. By the way, my OC Ian Antonov has a power of technopathically, along with a few things that aren't even considered powers. Though his story, he has been typically physically killed. He is now particularly a Terminator with a robotic endoskeleton that he controls from his new home in the cloud. Nobody knows he's truly dead except for his nemesis who hates technology. Interesting. Interesting. Was it the nemesis that killed him? Oh. I did a test with my first ever OC. Oh my gosh, it got a 73%. Wow. Interesting. I wonder why and not W. Last I remember on a Mary Sue test, my main OC got a 74, and I was mad because he's allergic to literally everything. That might be why. It makes for a comedic thing. Actually, know someone who was allergic to everything. That's interesting. But again, these are for fun. My lord, F1 with rotting bucket is my Ford F-150 with rotating bucket has scored a 10% on a Mary Sue test. Interesting. A car is more original than any of us combined. Okay, another one. Castle Cats Forever says, I tried a few of these myself, and the OC I chose is an okay one. Nice. Midnight says, yeah, Wizard Harry. Oh, yeah. What I said in the video. Because of, like, one of the questions was, like, is your character living with people who aren't technically their parents? Or something like that. And Harry Potter was the first thing that came up in my head. Alexandra Sinclair says, I took the quiz with my character and she's 13% Mary Sue. I don't know if that's a good or a bad, to be honest. Probably good. I don't know. Probably. We're so used to having higher scores. We're so used to having high scores as a good thing that it's odd when it's not. Oh. Anna W got 53 because it was one of those edgy, secretly hybrid, most powerful being kind of things. Oh, I got you. Now, we all had one of those OCs, those power hungry, all powerful, shy beings. So I'm gonna read one. Oh no, there's three. I'm gonna read these last three. These three more. It's not the last three. There's a ton. I'm gonna read these last three, and then we're gonna start closing up. Okay. Sophia Lu says, in the last quiz with my new story, my female main got 26, and her boyfriend co-protagonist got 17, almost 10% less. That's interesting. Maybe, I don't know, maybe because she's the main and she got the extra 10. Fortune Teller 69 says, Mary Sue quizzes are hecka stupid, and as a whole, IMO. Alright, I lied a little there, but finding Mary Sue is a lot harder than some standards test. Yeah, that's true. It is. It's true. And prayer_1 says, tricksters isn't a race. Foxes are tricksters, so I don't care how you think Loki is a trickster. He's a demigod, not a trickster. Ah, he is a demigod with the title of a trickster, and you are right. He is not. Tricksters are not technically a race. Hmm. I'll bring that up next time. Maybe I'll do a cover video of the whole thing. Of the whole thing of the tricksters. I don't know. I do plan to like implement that in my comics series story. And like I would say volume 5, I think, maybe. I'll bring it up at least. At that point, the way how it's going. And that is it for the YouTube comments for now. And now it's time to say so long, farewell, Adidas, and adieu, 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 to you and you and you. Remember to wash your hands and everything and try and stay inside if you can and stay away from people. I'm just gonna linger a little bit more to make sure I'm just gonna linger around for a little bit to make sure y'all knows what's up and you don't just get cut off from the live stream because that happens. It's a good time to be introverted, antisocial. See y'all next stream. Bye bye. Anna, Anna W, Olivia Darling, Blue Watermelon, Poop Gourd, and Frantic Civil. I hope everything you plan is going good, goes good. And that's not just Civil, all of you. Enjoy the night, enjoy the day, enjoy what personal times you have now that we're all recommended to have it. Alright, I'll see you next video. Bye. I'm just making sure you're all caught up. Okay. Okay, then click it. Oh, good afternoon. Okay. Okay, now I'm clicking end stream in 3, 2, 1.